everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to make a baby girl mini album. We're going to use the mini cinch, look at this little cutie, to put it together. Move it out of the way now. The pages are going to be just the 6.5 by 11, or wait, 5.5 by 11. I cut Nina Solar White Classic Crest, 110 pounds, so the heavy paper. Just straight in half to do the pages. And then, oh my gosh, look at this. Beautiful mirrored cardstock. It's that Park Lane stuff from Joann's. I mean, it's, you know, I'm going to tell you, that stuff's pretty nice. Oh yeah, sorry if you hear lots of noises because I have 2 dogs and I do not have fancy equipment. So you're going to hear Lucky wandering around. He's been coming in and out. Now these cute things here are leftovers, actually. I did a scrapbook for my new granddaughter, just the first 12 months, just, you know, just a quickie. And then these were leftovers. This is a package from Hobby Lobby. My daughter had bought some stuff too, so I used a little bit of what she had, a little bit of this, and this is what I have left of what I bought. So I'm going to do a book with this, and then I'm going to do a second book with the leftovers from what she bought. And I don't know anybody with baby girls right now, so I'll probably end up selling them, but I think they're going to be super cute. So I'm going to, like I said, I've got my base pages cut. I'm going to cut the cardstock in this down to, well, let's see, they're 5.5 wide, right? So 5 by 11, and then we're just gonna mat front and back, front and back. This little book is only gonna be 12, maybe 13, 14 pages if I just decide to do an extra one front and back, and then the covers. But look at these papers, you guys. I mean, seriously, look. This is what got me right here. That little deer. That little deer. So I'm just going to cut these pattern papers down and see what we have, and then start gluing them onto the base pages. And I'm just going to use the ATG, the big gun. Make it quick, make it simple. All right, so let's get cutting. You know, I've looked at getting a different type of trimmer, but I don't know. My last one of these lasted me like almost 15 years before I finally had to replace it. And it wasn't that it was dull. It was that I had used it to cut heavy things and it was like out of alignment. And when I went to replace it, I looked at the Caterpillar Pro, a couple other things, and I ended up going back to this. I don't know. It's good old faithful, right? So 5. Let's make sure, because you know measuring is not my strength suit. My husband will tell you. By 8.5. Oh my gosh, see, brain. So we're gonna do it 5 by 8. Yes, 5 by 8, and then we'll lay this on here and see what we think. Oh yeah, isn't that gonna be pretty? Okay, 5 by 8. 5 by 8 it is. I have my little cart beside me here. I'm gonna lay these papers out as I cut them. See how wide that is, because this is the sheet I cut down. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, so 5 by 8. It's gonna be so cute. 5 by 8 is gonna be great. Ha ha ha. These colors, I'm telling you, I'm not really much of a pastel-y girl, but I don't know, I saw this pack and I just was like, oh my god, that is the prettiest paper ever. I had to get it. Let's do this, because seriously, 5. And this paper could not be standalone pages. It's very, very thin. 8. So use that heavy paper for the base pages. And that's not wide enough. Do I want to do the floral? Let's do more of this floral. 5, 8. And I figure the scraps that are left, I will make some baby cards with. 2, 4, we have 6 pages. Six more to go. That's this paper. 5. Let's see, thin paper. Kind of wants to move on you a little bit. And this, unfortunately, I'm going to have to trim off the top because it's wrinkled up there. So 5x8. Where's my 8? I'll do this again. Rainbows. Rainbows, pretty little rainbows. The stripe or the floral? I don't know. This floral is awful pretty, isn't it? Probably have to have one stripe and one floral. Because, well, for the sake of matchiness, maybe I'll do the stripe. Because I have 2 more pages I need, so. 5x8. There, and if I decide to add a page in front and a page in back, I'll use the floral for that because it's pretty. Okay, so there's our bases. There's our pretty mats. And then here's the month by month. Here, baby. Now I have a roll on here that's going to behave. Oh, that last one was awful. And that's not normally a problem I have with the ATG, but man, sometimes you just get a roll that's bad. And apparently, I got a roll that was bad. Okay. We will put this on straight as my crooked eye will allow. Oh yeah, okay, and then look. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so that'll be month 1, month 2. Okay, so 3. We're just gonna put right on that. So 4. Let's see, flower paper. Yeah, flower paper. Oh. Make sure my rainbows are facing correctly. Yes, they are. 4. Okay, now I'm gonna, oh, that's right. I'm gonna quit talking and I'm going to speed this up. So, I mean, really? You really need to listen to me talk about picking each month? No, you don't. So, I'm gonna speed it up. Our 12 pages of paper, and I ended up using the floral for the 12 months, 1 year. So that is that. Look how cute. That is going to be precious. So we're going to use a Spellbinders die. Lucky's in here because I have to take him for a walk in an hour. So he's like, is it time yet? Is it time? Is it time, Mimi? Is it time? I'm going to cut these out, some with that gold and then some with just glitter paper. So I'm going to do that off camera and then I'll be back. Now we have our pretty little scallop circles out of gold and some white glitter. And my thought is just like, oh, look. Move that. Then we'll put these down in this lower corner with some foam squares. I'm going to use wet glue since these papers are difficult to stick to. Use some Bear glue. And I'm just going to get these all stuck down and then weight them down to dry for a while because I don't want these popping off. Ugh. That, y'all, that is precious. Oh, so precious. 3 more. Oh, Bear glue. Love me some Bear glue. See, that's a little slippery. It wants to slip and slide. Next, this is going to be fancy. That looks good. Figured I'll weigh these down and they can dry while I go walk the lucky dog. Because he really needs to walk. It's been rainy the last couple days and we haven't done a whole lot. It was 6 glitter. Okay, so 7 needs to be gold. Looks like I need to cut a few more. I didn't count them, I just was cutting away. There we go. 8. All right, I need a few more. I'll be back, everybody. The month by month little medallions are completely dry. And we're going to put those on. Now I decided, instead of starting with month 1 on this page, to make this a page for like the newborn picture. So we're going to start here and have 1 month, 2 months. And I'm going to alternate them. So like this page will be at the top, the next this way they'll be at the bottom, so that it's not super bulky, like at the very top. I'm going to put them on with Pop Dots foam squares in case I decide to tuck any flowers or anything behind them. So let's get started. Like I said before, I'm out of tape, so we're just going to use up our squares. I have an overabundance of squares, so we'll just use them and it'll be fine. There we go. And I'm sure you hear the sounds of Lucky in the background because, you know, he's all crazy. But we love him. And I talked to my son last night about, you know, when they might be taking Lucky back and stuff. And talked to my husband again about what we're going to do when they take Lucky back. So we talked about finding a standard poodle breeder here in Florida and stuff. And I found one just in a quick Google search. It's only a few hours away. And there's, you know, family. And they breed standard poodles, mini poodles, sheepadoodles, which is a cross between an old English sheepdog, you know, the big ones with the long hair, and a poodle. And also golden doodles. So I was reading about the sheepadoodle. And I got to tell you, we're going to have to really sit down and do some research and see if maybe we want a sheepadoodle instead. It doesn't seem like it would be quite as crazy as a puppy as Lucky is. And I love sheepdogs, so they have more of the poodle temperament in there than golden doodles do. So we'll see. We will see. But I think a puppy is definitely in our future. So much for my next dog being a cat. I said to him, I said, would you really want another dog instead of a cat? I mean, we can leave a cat for a week and not have to kennel it. And he's like, really wasn't thrilled about the idea of a cat. So I thought you liked cats. He says, I only like special cats. So, well, if it's my cat, it's going to be special. He's like, not that kind of special. I'm like, really, dude? See what I live with? See what I live with. Okay, so I'm going to do these two, and then I'm going to speed up the rest and just play some music, because you probably don't need to listen to me ramble on for 12 pages, right? But, oh, these turned out even better than I thought they would. I'm really happy about the way that looks with the shininess behind them. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Yeah, and this pack, there's a certain row or column of them that did not get cut all the way. So the one side, I have to like pull them apart. And I've been just letting them stay together, because that's annoying. It's a little annoying. No, there's Lucky. 12 months with the months on. Look how cute. All right, so our first page, which is going to be like an intro page, I think should be for newborn stats. So that I'm going to do on the silhouette. But for now, I thought we could put some goodies on. Sweet bundle of joy. Will that fit on there? No. Could I die cut it? Bet I could. No, I'm not going to though. I'll let that hang off the edge a little, I think. Yeah, there's no adhesive back there. Ooh, could I match it? Oh, won't quite match. But that would be cool, wouldn't it? Let's see what we got. Little deer down there. That's sweet. Yeah. I love these stickers. I think these stickers are what I like the most about this kit. I mean, how sweet could it be? Okay. Little deer. And then I will do a thing for stats with the silhouette with a gel pen. And then we'll add that. Okay, so 1 month and 2 months. Let's see what we want to add here. This little sweetie. Oh, what if we did it like that? That's cute. Bunny peeking up. I don't know if I want to do that to the bunny though. We're gonna put this flower with the big gun. Just let it stick. There we go. Sweet baby girl. Oh, you know what? Does that fit in there? Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, I think I'm gonna put something on this page. Chase rainbows, sweet little girl. Sorry for my head. Oh yeah, that's cool. Put that there. Yeah, just a little bit there at the top. Now here comes Lucky again. And then we could do a flower with it. Or hang the binky. Can I hang the binky? Let's hang the binky. These stickers are just so stinking precious. Trim my baby. Okay, so 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Oh yeah. Okay. Another flower. See, I don't want to put them on this edge because it's going to be bound on that edge. Put it down there. Or I could just put the bunny, so it mimics the bunny on the other side. There we go. Okay, 7 and 8. I could do Now that might get punched a little bit, but the one printed on there would get punched too. So let's do that. A little tape on all the sticky up parts. I probably should have used wet glue for this. It might have been better, but that's okay. Oh yeah, look at that. So that's like a dimensional bunny instead of a flat bunny. Okay, 9 and 10. 9 and 10. Could do, ooh, bloom and grow. Sweet baby girl. Let's do sweet baby girl. Sweet baby girl. And this, the only thing that might get punched will be that swoopy part of the T, so that's okay. And 11 and a year. All right, my sweet baby girl. That's too big. Might put some die cut butterflies. All right. I can tuck in there. Yes. Okay, I like that. I like it. As they said in Dumb and Dumber, I like it a lot. And this one. Okay. So we have this one. Here. And this can go behind it. Aha! More mileage out of your die cuts. And then the 1 year. Not sure what I want to do there yet. So this is the last back page. I'm going to put some paper on it. And get that covered. Could do this. Oh, maybe I'll just do the rainbows. 2 rainbow pieces. Listen, I am all about using the leftovers. This whole book is made of leftovers, with the exception of the base part of the page. At least so far. I have a feeling there's going to be other things coming, but so far. Okay, make sure that's the right way. I'll put this on relatively straight. Relatively straight. There's a little bit of a gap there. And we can fill it in. And I think maybe I'll put on here like notes of your first year. Something like that. Also silhouette that with the gel pen. That might be kind of nice. Let's do the purple. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Rainbows are upside down. And I just had to wreck my butterfly getting him off of there. That was a good plan, wasn't it, for a second? Okay. Let's see if we can pull this off. So I got all that paper off. I put a little different piece on. So there's the 1 year. I'm going to put Bloom and Grow here. I wonder if I can cut it down. Yeah, I'm going to cut it down first with the scallop, and then I'm going to put it up in this corner. I'm telling you, you guys got to get this Spellbinder set. So much mileage. I'm just going to adhere it down with the tape runner. And then this page is going to be for notes about, I don't know how I'm going to word it, something about your first year. Or maybe just first year. I don't know. I don't know. Bloom and Grow. See, I don't mind some stuff sticking out on this. I think it actually looks really cute that way. Okay. Flip it over, make sure there's no adhesive showing. Little adhesive remover. And there's any at the top? Let's see. Nope, not at the top. Okay, so here's what we have so far. This will be the intro page. And I'm gonna have a stats thing on there. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11 and 12. 1 year. Okay, let's work on our cover. I cut some of the heavyweight 110-pound cardstock down. This is 6.5 by 9, so that all the little dangly bits will hopefully be in the cover. I also cut the same size out of craft paper. I'm going to cover the fronts in craft paper. And then I also did an acetate piece for the front cover. So let's move some of this out of the way and we'll start gluing things together. I'm going to do the outsides of the covers with the craft cardstock, and then the insides will not have craft cardstock. And I know you hear the sounds of Lucky. Sam's just on his bed hanging out. I don't think he slept very well last night. He's been kind of slow and mopey today. And then more adhesive. I want to make sure these edges are really, really good and stuff. And I suppose I could use liquid adhesive, but I don't feel like waiting for things to dry. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's get these lined up. And they might be a little off because, you know, I can't do anything straight. So if they are, I'll just trim them up a little bit. And this side, clear that edge. Really want to make sure those edges are good and stuck. And then try line it up. I feel like I have a sticky hanging out there. Okay. Line this up as best I can. For the front, let's put the back away. For the front, I want to use some of these leftovers here. Let's see what we have. Dun, dun, dun. Try and get it as straight as I can. It's not a crooked eye. Love it, I love it, I love it. And then I have these flowers I want to add. I thought, see, we have these leftovers. I don't know if I'm going to use them though. I have some gold. I thought about, and I think I will, using the largest die and die cutting a gold circle to put on the front. I think I shall. Yes. Now this came with letter stickers, but I don't feel like they're quite fancy enough. So I think I want to use these, which I used in Aria's book. Let's see if I've got the right letters. So let's do baby girl on the circle. Okay. Whoa, Lucky. Just whacked his head. Just like my grandson, always whacking his head. My Y moved a little bit. Something moved because it didn't look quite as lined up. There we go, baby. That B is still a little wonky, isn't it? Maybe it's the font. Is it a font that makes it look wonky, or is it actually wonky? Baby girl. A little crooked, a little awry. That's all right. Fix that. Must not have lined them up very well on the ruler, huh? See, I told you I can't do anything straight. No matter how many straight tools I have in my arsenal. Just how I roll. Okay, and then the eye, the tittle, baby girl. Okay, got it. Baby girl. Right in the middle. And then I still don't like that on there. Okay. We have these stickers still. I think probably put some. They'll look really good on a craft, won't they? I wouldn't mind a sheet of just these flower stickers. I just really like the style. Put that one down a little lower and cut it off. There we go. Start adding some flowers on. This little leftover from something that's going on there. Not even sure what it was from anymore, but I'm gonna use it. Pull that down since that's pretty lumpy. For that glue to dry. And then I think we'll put this one right beside it. Oh, look how pretty. It's so pretty. And then some orangey one right there. Yeah. These stargazer ones are pretty. Like I said, years ago, at least a couple years ago, Tuesday morning find. They're just, been stashed away for a while. And I want to put this one on. That little bit of green. Maybe I'll wait. Let's see if we want to put that one in. Oh no, you guys, it might be enough for now. Let's move on to our drops. Start adding some shiny goodies in. I'm going to go to Orlando and go to the Container Store with my friend tomorrow. And I'm in a dilemma because I have dyes and stuff. I really need to figure out how I want to store them. Right now they're just in a bin. Because you know, a lot of, well, like all of the Sizzix dyes come in their fabulous envelopes. So I thought I was going to store just all the dyes in those envelopes, but I don't know, part of me wants to just do the binder thing. I'm getting some glue strings off because I have so many other things in binders and I like the binders. So I'm trying to decide if I really want to spend Container Store money for containers to put the envelopes in and keep buying the envelopes, because I don't like those lightweight little plastic sleeves that everybody uses. Or do I want to do binders? Because like I said, I have a lot of other things in binders, and I do like storing things that way. But part of it too, I'm saving up to buy a dream cart from Create Room to be Bertha's friend, and you know, it's going to come with bins, so I don't know, can't decide what I want to do right now. All right, when that's all completely cooled, I will pull the rest of the little stringies off. I think I'm going to just put a little paper inside, and maybe I'll add these inside. That would be pretty, wouldn't it? Down the corner. just to use up a little more scrappities. Oh, you know what? I just thought of someone I could send this to. Some people at our church had a baby last year. I think Amelia's 6 months old now. And they had come over because they were considering asking me to keep her when they went back to work. But because of my schedule and I'm, you know, I go get Charlie and stuff, they decided to just put her in regular daycare. I guess they didn't feel like they knew me well enough to trust me to have her in the car all the time. So I could totally send this to them. That would be nice because they're not crafty people, so I don't imagine they've like made anything or done any of that stuff. And we could put love you forever. Love you forever. And I think I'll glue the scallop circle down flat, but I will foam dot the sentiments. See, when you have your stuff out die cutting, you should always just cut a couple extra anyway, because you're probably going to use them at some point. I have a little stash of die cuts, and I think just right there. Oh, look how sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Now this will not go, well, let's see, today is Wednesday. So this will not go live on YouTube and the blog and stuff until Sunday, because this is also going to be my design team project for the week for dewdrops. I thought, why not? I'm putting all these dewdrops on it. Might as well use it. Oh, I love it. 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 And I could use this paper flower. Yeah, not really a good spot to put it, is there? All right, so that's the front. Okay, let's get punching. So the center is right here, and I measured with my ruler to make the center because this is an odd size. So to use the little alignment guide, I'm not sure it's gonna work. Of course, I want this to punch in a way that isn't going to line up with the way it wants it to line up, so I have to be difficult. All right, so I guess I'm just going to have to measure each one to make sure I get it centered where I want it. But you've got your coils will go right there. So we'll just keep going that way. Everything's punched. Now we are going to start threading our pages onto the coil. Now, to hide the seam of the binding on the inside, you put your covers on first. So you have your front, which I had to take some stuff off to get it bound, but I'm gonna put them back on. Your front cover and your back cover, and you want them facing each other. And then you start, obviously, with your pages from the back, because that's what's going to face your back page, your back cover. So we're starting from the back of the book. We're just putting them on here. I'm using the gold wire. 9, 10, just double checking to make sure everything's in order. And I've got some pattern paper that didn't quite come off cleanly, so I'm going to trim those as I go. That just happens sometimes. It's not the fault of the puncher, it's just how it is punching with any punch sometimes. Too many layers, you know. So 7 and 8. Get on there, babies. 5 and 6. That one looks good. Now I have done this before and had my pages out of order. I've had to undo it, which isn't that big of a deal. It's just kind of, you know, it's a pain because it takes time. And if you're not careful undoing your wire, then you can bend it up and, you know, not be able to reuse it. Don't ask me how I know that. Yes, just use our itty bitty scissors. Trim those pieces that stayed on. And we're to 1. Now we're going to move this around to the back and get it squeezed together. So here we go. Put it in the back. And just push the handle down. Squeeze it together. And you can look and see if it's as together as you want. I want it more together than that. That looks together enough. Maybe one more little squeezy squeeze. Okay, and then you flip your covers around. And voila! You have just cinched together a fat little book. Look how fat. Oh my gosh. And really, I probably should have bound the whole thing, but I just wanted a little bit of wire. So I'm going to glue my flowers back on that I had to take off. It's all good in the hood. Underneath. Okay, so there we go, baby girl. So when you open it, you got, oh, there's a spot I missed with the trimming. Here we go. Got your little koala bear. And dear, love you forever. And there's room for a photo there. Either a 4x6 or, you know, a couple smaller ones. You got your stats page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 year. All the firsts and more room for notes and or a photo. Have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye.